When we think of hacking, then we fantasize, feel insecure and think that is badass, so we want to do hacking like hackers in the movies. But not all hacking is malicious. White hat hackers may work in cybersecurity, on the other hand black hat hackers operate with malicious intent. Today we will talk about top 5 most dangerous black hat hackers who were the biggest threat to cybersecurity once. But before starting the video, as you know that, we always make these kinds of interesting and knowledgeable videos. These videos increase your knowledge and make you smarter. Hence, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and press the bell icon, so you will get notified when new video is available for you. First, Astra. This hacker differs from the others on this list, in that he has never been publicly identified. However, according to the Daily Mail, some information has been released about Astra. Namely, that he was apprehended by authorities in 2008, and at that time he was identified as a 58-year-old Greek mathematician. Reportedly, he had been hacking into the Dassault Group for almost half a decade. During that time, he stole cutting-edge weapons technology software and data which he then sold to 250 individuals around the world. His hacking cost the Dassault Group $360 million in damages. No one knows why his complete identity has never been revealed, but the word Astra is a Sanskrit word for weapon. Second, Kevin Mitnick. A seminal figure in American hacking, Kevin Mitnick got his first hacking start as a teen. In 1981, he was charged with stealing computer manuals from Pacific Bell. In 1982, he hacked the North American Defense Command, an achievement that inspired the 1983 film War Games. In 1989, he hacked Digital Equipment Corporation's network, and made copies of their software. Because DEC was a leading computer manufacturer at the time, this act put Mitnick on the map. He was later arrested, convicted and sent to prison. During his conditional release, he hacked Pacific Bell's voicemail systems. Throughout his hacking career, Mitnick never exploited the access and data he obtained. It's widely believed that he once obtained full control of Pacific Bell's network, simply to prove it could be done. A warrant was issued for his arrest for the Pacific Bell incident, but Mitnick fled and lived in hiding for more than 2 years. When caught, he served time in prison for multiple counts of wire fraud and computer fraud. Although Mitnick ultimately went white hat, he may be part of the both hats gray area. According to Wired, in 2014, he launched Mitnick's Absolute Zero-Day Exploit Exchange, which sells unpatched, critical software exploits to the highest bidder. Third, Anonymous. Anonymous got its start in 2003 on 4chan message boards in an unnamed forum. The group exhibits little organization and is loosely focused on the concept of social justice. For example, in 2008 the group took issue with the Church of Scientology and began disabling their websites, thus negatively impacting their search rankings in Google and overwhelming its fax machines with all black images. In March 2008, a group of Anons marched past Scientology centers around the world wearing the now famous Guy Fawkes mask. As noted by The New Yorker, while the FBI and other law enforcement agencies have tracked down some of the group's more prolific members, the lack of any real hierarchy makes it almost impossible to identify or eliminate Anonymous as a whole. Fourth, Matthew Bevan and Richard Price. Matthew Bevan and Richard Price are a team of British hackers, who hacked into multiple military networks in 1996, including Griffiths Air Force Base, the Defense Information System Agency and the Korean Atomic Research Institute (KARI). Bevan, Coogee, and Price, Datastream Cowboy, have been accused of nearly starting a Third World War after they dumped Kerry research onto American military systems. Bevan claims he was looking to prove a UFO conspiracy theory, and according to the BBC, his case bears resemblance to that of Gary McKinnon. Malicious intent or not, Bevan and Price demonstrated that even military networks are vulnerable. Fifth, Albert Gonzalez. According to the New York Daily News, Gonzalez, dubbed Supnazi, got his start as the troubled pack leader of computer nerds at his Miami high school. He eventually became active on criminal commerce site shadowcrew.com, and was considered one of its best hackers and moderators. At 22, Gonzalez was arrested in New York for debit card fraud, related to stealing data from millions of card accounts. To avoid jail time, he became an informant for the Secret Service, ultimately helping indict dozens of Shadow Crew members. During his time as a paid informant, Gonzalez continued his criminal activities. Along with a group of accomplices, Gonzalez stole more than 180 million payment card accounts from companies including OfficeMax, Dave & Buster's and Boston Market. The New York Times Magazine notes that Gonzalez's 2005 attack on U.S. retailer TJX was the first serial data breach of credit information. Using a basic SQL injection, this famous hacker and his team created backdoors in several corporate networks, stealing an estimated $256 million from TJX alone. During his sentencing in 2015, the federal prosecutor called Gonzalez's human victimization unparalleled.